I would describe parsley's personality as grand, well-rounded, and powerful. As long as you keep the soil from completely drying out and harvest consistently, it's pretty much an independent plant. Parsley is another powerhouse. To be honest, most herbs are. They're so ancient, they've had time to develop in ways that us humans don't fully understand yet. As of now, the formula that makes a plant cannot be duplicated, and how the ingredients work together is not fully understood yet. So it's less about extracting pieces of it and more about using them whole, because the combination of its ingredients and how they work and blend together is what really matters. This list of ingredients that make up parsley is not even close to scratching the surface, but there are few that caught my attention. Parsley has a lot of antioxidants like vitamin C and a chemical called apigenin, so if applied topically, it heals wounds faster. It keeps your scalp and hair follicles from deteriorating and aging too fast. Think of it as an anti-aging treatment for your scalp and hair. Parsley also has a lot of chlorophyll. Think of chlorophyll like a plant's melanin. So it's healing, cleansing, anti-aging AF, and protective. If you use it consistently directly on your scalp, it can help literally rebuild your hair follicles. So this is a really good treatment for new naturals that recently stopped using relaxers. It'll help speed up the healing process. Just keep in mind, the darker the better. So whether you're growing it or buying it at a store, always pick the darker greens. Another thing that caught my eye about parsley is its copper content. Copper has strong hair growth and hair strengthening properties. Copper is also a major component in the production of melanin, so it can help enhance and darken your natural hair color. I harvest parsley fresh from my garden, but you can also find fresh parsley in most grocery stores. If you're interested in growing it, the best time to harvest plants is in the morning. That's when the oils are most abundant. Parsley has a high water content compared to herbs like oregano, so it doesn't dry too well. It takes forever to dry and will most likely end up molding, so it's best to use parsley fresh. Boil a pot of water, then turn off the heat. Then put the parsley in the hot water. Make sure it's fully submerged. Cover the pot and let it sit until the water cools down enough to touch it. For me, it took about an hour for it to cool down. So I usually just use the tea because my hair is dense as hell. I'm gonna soak fresh parsley in hot water. Wait for it to cool. Put the parsley leaves with the stems and tea into a more powerful blender. Strain out the fibers and use it as parsley juice. Adding just a few drops of lime or lemon juice to your water-based herbal treatments will help it absorb into your scalp better and deeper. Here are a few extra tips. You can also use parsley essential oil. Just make sure to dilute it in a carrier oil. The best way to store fresh parsley is immersed in a cup of water on the kitchen counter. All the benefits mentioned for your hair also applies to your whole body if you eat these herbs. So if you eat oregano regularly, it'll disinfect you internally. And if you eat parsley regularly, it'll help build and strengthen your blood, which is really good if you're anemic.